So, you suck at Fortnite. Well, this video is for you then. Before this video begins, please leave a big thumbs up and subscribe. So let's get into this. Number 5. You play the game too much. Now this is bad because how is your brain going to process all of that information? Okay, so play shorter sessions and maybe you learn more, okay? Also, you're too busy playing with your friends when you should be training. Now your friends, they may be holding you back. Now you're too busy. You're too busy box fighting and PvPing, and you should be focusing on the basics, which is getting good at building. Okay? Because I always used to practice build fights, but I'd still be bad, and that's because I didn't know the basics. And I wasn't good at building, okay guys? So, don't neglect building. Now, number 4. You have bad Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi anywhere you go!
Hold up.
Now, I hate this one, bro. My growth had been hindered for years because of bad Wi-Fi, ever since Season 7 when I joined the game. Now this is because I lived in London and the Wi-Fi there was quite bad in my opinion, and then I moved away. I got a little bit better Wi-Fi, but it was still bad. Now, how did I overcome this? I used mobile data instead, and most of my problems went away. Yay. Now, number 3, use the platform, which is good for you. Most of the time, people are using the wrong platform, and that's like controller or keyboard and mouse. Now, what I've noticed is there is an inequality. There is an inequality with controller players. This is because I think it's pay to win. Now this is because controllers are very pricey. Now, for example, controllers with paddles are more expensive than regular controllers. This means the rich children have an advantage over poor children, because how is a poor child gonna afford a controller with paddles? Now, we also have the rich kids getting hollow effect thumbsticks, which means the stick drift disappears. There's no stick drift. So essentially, rich kids have 2 advantages over poor kids when it comes to controllers. Now, I suggest if you're a poor kid, then use a keyboard and mouse, because there tends to be less inequality of keyboard and mouse, in my opinion, because, you know, what does a keyboard and mouse have? Like, what special accessories which are pay to win that a keyboard and mouse has? The only thing is your type of keyboard, in my opinion. Now, number 2. You have the wrong keybinds and settings. Now, do you have the default settings? That could be a reason why you suck.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
Now the key default settings are wall is Q, floor is C, stairs is F, cone is V. If you have these controls, I suggest you change them. You stay bad, I don't know, but I suggest you do it. Now, using a pro's controls or keybinds doesn't make you a pro instantly. It won't make you good instantly if you use a pro's controls.
Are you sure about that?
Now, for example, T-Fuse or Peterbots or Ninjas. Now what I've noticed is most pros use a build for each finger. Now I think that's very hard for a beginner to comprehend, because you're trying to give a beginner a finger for each different build when they haven't even mastered it yet. Okay, so I suggest a beginner starts off with one finger which controls all buildings, and then once they learn a couple retakes, they slowly take away a structure, like a finger. Like for me, I use my thumb. My thumb is dominant. My thumb controls the walls, the stairs, and the cones, and the editing. Now that's four buttons which my thumb controls, and it takes lots of muscle memory, and I think it's good. And my pinky controls the floor. Now when I become super good, I'm going to slowly take away another finger and make the dominant finger, which I started off with, which is the thumb, less dominant until I can get to that pro level. Now, shortly I will show you a clip of how fast I can use my thumb. Of how fast I can use my thumb, and you'll be shocked, okay guys? Okay, well it seems I have to try hard now and impress you all, so let's actually do it. Oh! Now, when you remove a finger, you also want to be practicing high ground retakes, and then when you get good at them, that's when you remove the.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide.
When you get good at the high ground retakes, that's when you remove the finger. Now, let's move on to number 1. Why you suck. Because you don't know how to build. Now, this is Fortnite, guys. You need to learn how to build. Now, you need to educate yourself. You need to watch a high ground retake video. Educate yourself. Okay, guys? Then you need to find a map which you can practice it on. Practice possibly 1 hour each session on a high ground retake. That's what I did. Find a map with a ceiling cap. So if you reach the top, you get teleported back to the bottom. This is good because you can then use a stopwatch to test how fast you can do that specific retake. Then try to lower the time each time. Try to get faster and faster. When you get so good and master one retake, that's when you learn another one. And then keep repeating the process until you can do lots of high ground retakes. Now at this current moment, I use this strategy, and I have learned to high ground retakes, and I'm doing one right now, which is a new one which I've learned, which is very hard. Now, now guys, that was the video. So if you liked it, please leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe. And bye.